friends? How you doing today? I am doing well, and I'm a little excited and confused at the same time about this one. Okay, this video is all about Robocop. If you are here, you are a Robocop fan. You saw in the title, I Robocop somewhere in the title. I haven't thought up the title yet, so once I start editing things and put it together, I'll come up with the title. But Robocop gonna be in the title somewhere. So if you're here, you are a Robocop fan and you are on board, and hopefully you have a little more Robocop knowledge than I have, because I'm confused. I made a purchase recently. Actually, this the funny thing is, I pre-ordered this item, okay, months ago, and it finally came in from our friends at Amazon, and they love to surprise me with the stuff I ordered months and months and months ago and send to me whenever they feel like it, because that's just the type of guys that they are. But that aside, okay, I'm not gonna complain about the Amazon people no more and how they decide. No, I will complain again. I'm sure I will. I'm not gonna say no more, because eventually it's gonna happen again. But when they decide to send you something, they decide to send you something. It doesn't matter when. I am not an Amazon Prime person. I'm like, give it to me in 2 days, give it to me in 3 days. Mine is more like a wing and a prayer. You know what I mean? Like, I order it and I hope it comes in eventually. You know what I mean? And once they accumulate enough stuff, I guess they decide when they're going to ship the thing. So I pre-ordered this item the minute I saw it on the Amazon site, because this is a me. This is a me thing, okay? Usually, once a month, I will go on Amazon, and I will go through all of the pre-order stuff on CDs. For CDs, Blu-rays, I stay away from the DVDs now, and 4Ks, okay? I stay away from the DVDs because I figure if I'm going to get the Blu-ray, I'm going to get the DVD. If I get the 4K, I get the Blu-ray. And depending on what I want, that's what I want. But I stay away from the DVDs. So I usually hit pre-order, and then it's the thing of your choice, and I'll pick the Blu-rays or the 4Ks, or I'll pick 4K Blu-ray, and then I'll go back and I'll do the music, okay? Because I'm a box set guy. I like to collect box sets, concert CDs, CDs of nostalgic stuff that I grew up with that I absolutely love. Like, I have not missed an Elton John CD. I have not missed a Billy Joel, Guns N' Roses, a Ozzy Osbourne, AC/DC. And listen, I can go on and on and on. David Bowie. Listen, Elvis. I've missed none. Okay, I've ordered, or I have in my collection, every single CD that has hit this planet, unless it's a bootleg or an import. Okay, I don't bootleg and imports. I don't do that. These got to be official releases, U.S. releases. These got to be releases that the families made some money from. Okay, so Michael Jackson passed away. Michael Jackson's got the Michael Jackson estate, or Elvis has the Elvis estate, or David Bowie's got his estate. I want his kids and his wives, the wives and families, to make money off of me. That's where this type of guy that I am. Okay, listen, you lost your dad. I'm here to help you. I love you. I love what your father or mother, okay, depending who it is, okay. I'm not a big female music fan, okay, per se. I love me some Stevie Nicks, but she's not dead, okay. But I'm trying to think of people that passed away that I'm like I absolutely adore, and I'm having a hard time thinking of a female off the top of my head that's not still. I like me some Cher. I do like some Cher. I do believe in life after love. You know, listen, it's a thing. But yeah, when I think of people that passed away, I think of the fathers. Maybe because I'm a father myself, and if for what they've done to me or for me in my life, they may have been that escape in that terrible situation. I might have been fighting with my parents, and I needed to escape and go listen to some Elvis or some Michael Jackson or some David Bowie. I'm just throwing them out because in my top of my head, I'm looking at what I have for like collections. Or Beatles. There's certain Beatles that passed away. You know, we got Paul McCartney left. We got Ringo. I might want to go listen to some John Lennon to get me away. I might want to imagine all the people. You know what I mean? I living for today. You know, I that might be a thing. So when the stuff comes out, the legit stuff, box sets, CDs, CD format only. I'm not breaking and going to the records. I can't do it. I just can't afford to do it. I can't monetarily. If this channel blows up and I become a multi-millionaire, listen. The other day, and tell me if this is a thing before I start with this whole Robocop thing. I told my wife, and I asked my wife. I said, listen, and tell me if this is a thing. And listen, you people that know me and watch this channel, you know I'm gonna rant about all kinds of weird things before I get to the point. But this was a thing the other day. I told my wife, I said, listen, if you can get knocked out by one movie star or one star, like they came up to you and literally just punched you in the face and knocked you out, right? Who would you pick? Now, I told her, I said, let's limit it to famous boxes, okay? Just the boxes alone, okay? You get your Muhammad Ali's, you get your Sugar Ray Leonard's, you get your Mike Tyson's. And in the female version, I told my wife, I'm like, yeah, Ronda Rousey, or Rosie, Ross. I hope I'm saying her name right. I'm sorry. I'm actually a fan. Like, I never pronounce her last name right. Is it Ronda Rousey? Rousey? You know what I'm talking about. The cage fighting girl there that's like phenomenal, okay? If you could pick one of these big name boxes to knock you out, who would it be? And I told her, so she's like, why would you even be thinking this? I'm like, because these are the things I think about when I'm driving in my car. These are the things I think about when I wake up in the morning. These are the things I think about when I go to bed at night. There's some weird stuff that I think about. But if I could get knocked out by somebody, who would it be? And I told her, and she looked at me like I'm crazy. She normally does that. She normally has that look like, hey man, you crazy. But I'm like, I would be honored to get knocked out by Mike Tyson. I'm like, I know Mike Tyson's older now. I know the man can still knock me out. He could probably, listen, I know he can knock me out. He'll probably be 80 years old and still be able to knock me out. And I told my wife, I'm like, I would have been, what person, and listen, comment below if I'm wrong. I might be wrong on this one. I don't know. Oh, that's what I can say. But anyway, here's where I'm going with this. Let's go to Robocop. Okay. So yeah, I was talking to the wife about, I'm going to drop a bottle here. I got a bottle on the floor. Yeah, I was talking to the wife about getting knocked out, and she's looking at me like I'm crazy. I guess that's not a normal conversation that people have. I guess they don't say, hey, if you can get knocked out by one big famous boxer or whatever, who would you choose? I forced her to choose. She said Ronda. She picked Ronda, but I think that's because that's the only one. I'm like Muhammad Ali's got a daughter. I mean, you want to get knocked out by her? She's like, I don't know her that well. So I guess my wife's looking at it more of like a personal level. Like, you gotta be my friend to knock me out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, before Mike knocks me out, I would like to go to dinner with him where we talk a little bit, have a little conversation, and then after we're done, and the bill comes, you're gonna knock me out. That's I think that's where I'm at with that whole relationship between me and Mike. But anyway. With that said, I'm gonna, hopefully like 10 years from now, something really bad doesn't happen. Listen, I was a big Bill Cosby, and I still am. I still love me some Bill Cosby. I'll still go to bed at night listening to some Bill Cosby. Listen, people do some stuff, okay? People, and who am I? I've done some stuff, okay? I have. There ain't no halo hanging over my head there unless I computer generate one right now. Boom, and there it is. Okay, listen, I make mistakes every single day of my life, okay? And I got to live with those mistakes. And I'm sure you do too. I mean, I'm sure there's something that you've done in your life that you just like, hey, I wish I wouldn't have did that. I really wish I wouldn't have. But I did, and I can't take it back. Or I said something to somebody, or I did something to somebody, or I hurt somebody somehow, or I ran away from something. Or when I was a kid, I was these like guys were chasing me through a mall one time. And my heart of hearts, I wanted to turn around and just punch one of them in the head. But then in my brain, I'm like, there's like 4 of these guys or 5 of these guys. Well, I don't want to exaggerate. I don't want to be that guy like, there was like 100 of them back there, and I didn't want to. But I could hear them talking. They were like, oh, well, after I'm done with them, I was like, nah, it's time for me to get out of here because clearly me and you gonna fight. And you're a little bigger than me. You're probably gonna get the better hand on me. And while I'm down on the ground, your friends are probably gonna kick me. They're gonna kick me when I'm down because that's just the type of people that you people are. And so I gotta go. Okay. And to this day, I kind of regret not just turning around, just popping the guy in the head. And we're talking. This is like maybe 30 years later. I'm still thinking about the fact that I should have turned around and just got that one swing in, and maybe it would have been like that Back to the Future moment where Marty's dad there, or George McFly, just spins around, hits Biff in the face, and sends him flying on the ground, and that would have been the end. Maybe that would have been it, but I'll never know. I'll never know to this day. But like I said, we make mistakes in life, and we carry these things around like luggage. It's like carrying this weight on our shoulders. Like, what if I would have did that? What if I didn't do that? And why did I do that? Okay, and so I'm not here to judge it. But we'll talk about Robocop. Let's talk about Robocop. Here we go. So, first of all, I'm going to show you my Robocop collection. Then you can tell me what the heck did I just do. First of all, I purchased the Robocop Trilogy. Here we go. Have Robocop 1, Robocop 2, and Robocop 3. All on one set. If I crack this open here, we get cover out like so. I believe it's, yep, okay. I bought it specifically because it is individual discs. Okay, so we got Robocop, the Trilogy. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Personally, to me, that's all you need. That's all you need in your life is Robocop 1, 2, and 3. Peter Weller, okay, let's go back to Christopher Reeves and all that. Peter Weller will forever be my Robocop, okay? He'll be my Robocop, baby. That forever, Peter Weller will be my Robocop. So whoever else they put in the costume is never going to be Robocop. He's never going to be Peter Weller. Okay, Peter Weller, the face, the emotions, the movement, he is Robocop. Done. Okay, I'm not even going to argue with that with you people, because I know that you're going to agree with me. You're going to agree with me. There's no way you're going to disagree that Peter Weller is not Robocop. Okay, any of these other guys I'm about to show you, not Robocop. But I'm telling you, you're not going to disagree with me on this one. I know you're not. I'm not going to get one comment saying, well, I like that guy better than Peter Weller. No, you liked Peter Weller. I'm sorry, you did. There's no way. So Robocop 1, 2, and 3, and I could have stopped there. But then Arrow Video released the Robocop big special deluxe edition with the posters and the extra discs, and we got the limited edition contents with the director's cut. Yeah, okay, no director's cut here. Is there a director's cut here? Make sure I'm not. No, just newly remastered. It includes 2 hours of bonus material. So you get a lot of stuff in here. Nothing wrong with that, if that's what you can afford and that's your thing. But this had a director's cut and a theatrical cut. Now, nothing I love more than a theatrical cut. I want to see what I saw when I went to the movie theater. Robocop holds something very, very dear to my heart, because this is the only movie, the first movie and the only movie that I could not get into. They would not let me in the movie. Listen, I literally had, my father... He had to go with my uncle. I think it was my uncle and a couple of my cousins, and they had to buy the ticket ahead of time and sneak me into this movie, because at the time, this movie was so graphic in my area. That whole him getting his hand shot scene, because this is what they told my father at the desk there where you get the tickets, the ticket taker. Back in the day, we used to buy the tickets. He told my father, or she told my father, whatever, that it was so graphic. The hospital scene when he's getting surgery and when he gets his hand blown off is so graphic that's why they're not letting little children in it. Now, this is a rated R movie. This is not an NR-17. This was rated R at the time, but this was a thing in my area. Children were not allowed to see this movie. So my father goes out with my cousins. He's got a big pile of people, so he gets the thing. And as we're walking in, he's literally got me in between him and my cousin and my uncle, these big guys. And he's like, just stay close. Just stay close. And he hands the tickets over to the ticket taker, and I go into the movie theater and I sit down, and once again he's like, just be quiet, don't cause any attention, because they're gonna tell us that you gotta leave. Now, I don't know what was going on back in the day of Robocop, but for some reason this was forbidden fruit. They did not want me to go see the Robocop movie because I was just little. I don't even think I was that little. I mean, what year did this thing come out? Are they gonna do this to me here where I can't see the year of the? Yep. And then we got a lot of my alarm's going off. Yeah, we got a lot. Where's the fast one? Come on, give me the fast one. Give me the fast one. Come on. Come on. Where is it?
I'm not up yet. There it is. And then the vital sign stopped. Here we go. And then I'm almost ready to die. Nope, still alive.
I'm going to speed that up and edit that out of the whole thing there. You know what the funny thing about this alarm clock is? And I'm going to leave this in here. I can't find it. It's under the bed somewhere or something. I haven't been able to find it for literally months and months and months, and I've moved the bed. I can't find this alarm clock, but it goes off at this time every single day, and I just gotta wait for it to stop. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave that in just so you know that this is a weird thing that goes on in my life. There's an alarm clock that's somewhere under the bed, somewhere. I'll tell you right now. Okay, not that I'm a dirty person, but I got shoes under the bed. I got stuff under the bed, okay? But it might be in a shoe. I have not pulled the whole bed apart and dissected the bed area, but I can't find an alarm clock anyway. Anyway. So this was the thing. I couldn't get into Robocop. So I wanted me a theatrical cut. I want to see what I saw in the movie theater at the time. But then, of course, I wanted a director's cut, because you want to see what the director wanted out there. I mean, if the theatrical was that bad that I couldn't get into it, piqued my interest to find out what was so bad in the director's cut that they had to make a director's cut. Then, let me make sure I get grabbing these things in order. Scream Factory came out with Robocop 2, the collector's edition. Love Robocop 2. Maybe even better than Robocop 1. I always like to go with the originals, okay? So Robocop 1 is a classic. But Robocop 2 was an excellent accompaniment, okay? I'll tell you right now, they accompanied each other. They worked off each other. I would put both of these in side by side and enjoy each one of them equally. Okay, I'm not going to be bored with either one. I'm not going to take them out and say, I wish I wouldn't have watched that. Nope, I'm going to love them. I'm going to love both of them. And then came the Scream Factory release of Robocop 3. And as you can see, it's still sealed. It's still sealed because I've yet to open it up because I watch it from the 3-disc thing. And this was still good. There's no Peter Weller in this one. Still a good storyline. I like the storyline. I like the story of the little girl, the little computer savvy little girl that could break into things and reprogram Ed 209 and help Robocop. I love the concept. I thought it was great. It had a little bit of Demolition Man feel about it. Had a Demolition Man feel. Sylvester Stallone, Demolition Man, had that kind of feel. People hiding and worried about things, and then they're trying to fight against the government, whatever, that's messing them up and everything. So yeah, I enjoyed the movie, but no Peter Weller, but still enjoyed it. Then I'm gonna skip a bunch of other stuff to get to another thing. You'll see what's going on there. And then they came out with this thing. Okay, years later, this thing came out, and I watched it once. I've seen it in the Dollar Tree 1,000 times. I watched it once. Was it a terrible movie? No, it wasn't a terrible movie. It wasn't something that I'm like, oh, I'm so opposed against watching it again. I probably should watch it again. I probably will watch it again. So it was not a terrible movie, but it still wasn't a Peter Weller. It wasn't a Peter Weller Robocop. It just didn't have the same feel. So not knocking it if you enjoyed it. I know that it's usually at your local Dollar Tree when they have those drops, so pick up a copy if you want. It's part of the Robocop universe, so of course it's going to be in my collection. But then this series of stuff started coming out, and I picked them up. And maybe you could tell me what they are. Okay, tell me what they are, and then once we get to the end, you can comment below and tell me what I bought. What did you just buy? Did you just buy something you already have? I'm not sure. You'll find out. So then they started releasing these things, and I started buying these things at the local FYE and Newberry Comics. Here is Robocop Doc Justice. Was it a TV series? Was this a made-for-TV movie that was on like an HBO or a Cinemax? I don't know where this originated from. But for some reason, we have Robocop Doc Justice, okay? Robocop Meltdown, okay? Once again, this is the same kind of thing. It's in widescreen, okay? So we're good with that. I'm glad it's in widescreen because we're not with the unformatted thing there with the having a situation there, but it's still the story of Robocop, and it's still using the original Robocop outfit. So you still got the same kind of Peter Weller feel, but I'm not sure. All right, now here, then they released this one, Robocop Crash and Burn. These are all live action. These are not cartoons. Okay, if you're a Robocop fan, you probably can enlighten me on what these are. And they came out from Lionsgate, so it's a legit company. But I'll be honest with you, I put in one, and I was confused because it was like very, it felt very TV-ish, like very like made for TV-ish. So Robocop Crash and Burn, okay, and then the final one, which I haven't even opened yet because I don't know, Robocop Resurrection, okay, and this one I haven't even opened yet, but and it says Prime Directives on the bottom. I don't know if the movie's called Resurrection or is it called Resurrection Prime Directives? I don't know. Not sure what this is. I'm not sure. And the other thing is, maybe these weren't made for TV because these are all rated R. These have R ratings. Every single one of these has an R rating. So I would think that it's not a TV series. It could be a made for HBO or a made for... What are these? Okay, I've had these in my collection for years. Where did they originate from? That's my question for you. Where did they originate from? What's the deal? I don't understand. So... then I find out, and funny thing is, as I'm grabbing all the movies to make this video, I didn't even realize I had this. I didn't even realize I bought this. I didn't realize that this was a thing, and I have not watched one episode from it, but this is Robocop The Beginning, Pop Man, Pop Machine, The Complete Series. That's what this is. Robocop The Beginning, Pop Man, Pop Machine, The Complete Series. So I'm guessing this was a TV series that aired on something. I do not know. And once again, I have not watched one episode, but once again, we're dealing with the same. It's really kind of cool. I mean, I hopefully nothing falls out when I open it. Yeah, we got discs galore going on there, and we got an original looking Robocop, but there was a series. I mean, did I miss something? And this is The Beginning, so this is gonna tell me. Now that's even more confusing. It's The Beginning, Robocop. Okay, so Robocop The Beginning. I already know how Robocop began. he chased these guys into a mill, and his backup got knocked off the top of the thing, and she fell down onto a pile of covered stones or rocks or boulder, whatever what those things were, cinder blocks or whatever it is, from that guy on the top there because he was peeing. And then they shot him a whole bunch of times, blew off his hand, shot him a whole bunch of times, and they killed him. I already know how Robocop began. So what is Robocop The Beginning? That's very confusing to me. Maybe I know you're probably saying, why don't you just take a disc out and throw it in your player? I probably should, but you know what? I'm here with you guys hanging out, and I didn't even realize I bought the dang thing. It's sitting there. And then this package came in from Amazon, and I pre-ordered it. And now my mind is blown because after looking at Robocop The Beginning, the complete series, I'm confused. Now, originally, I purchased this. This is a Robocop in here. I purchased it thinking that it was these four movies, okay? These four movies consolidated on Blu-ray. This is a Blu-ray. These are DVDs. And you know how I'm trying to upgrade from DVD to Blu-ray. So I was thinking it was these four movies, which are actually legit full-length movies. And I was thinking that they put them on Blu-ray now. And I get to watch these. Now I'm going to watch them. Now I'm going to watch them because I feel satisfied because I got the Blu-ray. I'm going to watch them. But then when I opened it up, okay, this is already open, okay, but I put it back in the bag. Now I can file it after I make my video with you guys. That's how I work. When things come in the mail, I make the video, and then I catalog it, and then I watch it, and then I put it away. That's what usually happens. Okay. Here comes the confusion, and I think I have a strange feeling. I don't know. Okay, so Robocop The Series. The future of law enforcement, Pop Man, Pop Machine, or Cop. Pop Man, Pop Machine. Robocop The Complete Series on DVD. Robocop The Series. 5 discs, widescreen, behind the scenes, toy commercials, photo galleries, cast of profiles, from cinema to small screen featurette. So obviously this was made for TV. This is a made for TV thing. There's no rating. No rating. This one has no rating too. Is this? I mean, it looks like it could be, but this one, look, once again, look. Robocop The Beginning. Robocop The Complete Series. Was there a new Robocop? Listen. Here's my question before, because I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna watch it. It just came in. It just came in. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna watch it. Maybe I should do a little more research on this. Maybe I should do a little more research before I make these videos. But you know what? It makes for good content for us to get into conversation. Okay, I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate you talking to me and tell me what I did wrong or what I didn't do wrong, or hey, I noticed this. I didn't. You guys are pretty. I'll tell you right now. I appreciate you. You guys are on the mark. When I screw up, when I make a mistake, you guys call me on it, but not in a malicious or vicious way. You're very kind folk. Okay, you message in the comment, hey stupid, you just bought the same thing you already had. No, you don't do that. Usually you'll say this is what it is, and this is what you got, and this is why you know, and then kind of it helps me to realize what I did. But when I saw the cover of this thing, not remembering I had this, let's get that in mind. I did not remember I had this until I just pulled all these videos to make this video. Yeah, okay, I said that right. So I forgot I even had this complete series of The Beginning. But this, I'm having a feeling like this is the same thing. I don't know. Is it the same thing? Did you order? Okay, here's the question. Did you order this? Do you have this? What are these? Why? What's the reasoning? I mean, were these something that came out on TV? What's going on with that? Did I just upgrade a series that I never watched before and forgot I even had because I really didn't care because I am a Peter Weller Robocop 1, 2, and 3 fan. Okay, does that make sense to you? Now, listen, when I say I'm a Robocop fan, I'm a fan of the concept. I'm a fan of the thing, and I am a completist. That's why I have all of this stuff because I feel like I need to have it all. But I'm still a Peter Weller fan. Is this going to give me the Peter Weller feel that I need? Is it going to make me feel like Like the guy that played RoboCop in RoboCop 3, he was decent. He kept my interest. The story was great. But these things right here, when I put it in, they just seemed like they were very cheaply made. Like the RoboCop thing is there, the special effects and all that stuff was there. It was just, I think it was the acting. The acting was not up to par. Okay, it was the deal with these 4 movies. Now, granted, I only put, I think, 2 of them in, and I didn't even watch them in their completion. To be honest with you, I can't even remember. It was so long ago, I can't even remember. This was back in the day when FYE ruled the world. Okay, and now those are disappearing like the dinosaurs. But I don't remember those that well. So I don't. But I remember them not being as pleasurable as Part 1 and Part 2 and Part 3. And then this thing came out, and I don't even remember purchasing that. And then I pre-ordered this thing in excitement, thinking this was my thought process really behind this thing. I thought it was these in one Blu-ray set, because if these are individual movies, okay, these things are individual RoboCop movies, I'm gonna want them to add to my RoboCop movie Blu-ray set. These are DVD, Blu-ray. I would want to add these all to Blu-ray, so when I put them on the shelf, I don't get this, because I'm OCD and I got issues. I don't get this. So my hope and prayer was that this was gonna turn into this and this, all one level. You know what I mean? All one level. This thing is even this one is the same size, but usually I put these like going outwards so you can see them. So these are like focal points of my collection. Like, wow, you got RoboCop on an hour video, whatever. But I wanted to line them all up. That's what I was looking for with this. But what did I do? Did I just goof? Did I just buy this thing over again, and I'm not getting those other things? I don't know what I just did. But that's why that's where you guys come into play on this. Okay, so once again, let me start by saying thank you for taking your time to sit here and listen to me rant and rave and talk about all kinds of stuff before I got to the point. Listen, I had a person comment not too long ago. One of them was get to the point. I had another one that said, this is the worst YouTube video I've ever seen in my life. Get to the point already, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sometimes my brain, my mental health problem, whatever, where my brain's firing on all different kinds of cylinders, sometimes I get a little bit off kilter. Sometimes I don't take my medication before I record these videos. Sometimes I go on a rant about something. Sometimes I'm talking about something that's going on personal in my life. This channel is like rehabilitation to me. Okay, that's what this is. This is my rehab center. Okay, you guys are my therapists. This is therapy for me. I appreciate you. Okay, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to teach you guys or learn something from you or help you, and in turn you're helping me. This is a give and take relationship. I'm not just giving. Okay, I'm taking. Okay, and you're taking and you're giving, and that's what this channel is all about. So I want you to comment below. I want you to tell me what's going on. And for that fella that was really upset with the fact that like this was the worst YouTube video ever, first thing, you should watch a little more YouTube, because there are a lot more worse stuff that you can be watching than me. The next thing is there was another guy that commented on my thing. He was like, yeah, he spent this much time talking about it was about my video when I was like kind of going on a rant about how happy I was I bought a Mr. Rogers DVD, and he was like, this guy went on it was a hunting video for Dollar Tree, and I went on because I stopped at Target and I bought a Mr. Rogers DVD. And I was so excited because I collect Mr. Rogers DVDs, and this one was called The Kindness Collection. And I remember specifically because the person started just bashing me. It was the first person ever bashed me. He told me my YouTube channel was this was the worst thing he's ever seen in his life. Like, and the first thing went through my head was like, listen, wait I got my phone handy. Hold on a second. Let me. I'm gonna edit, so there might be a little pause between this little thing here. But let me get to the comments here. Because I thought I found this to be a little it was kind of funny in a way, because I've never really gotten bashed for anything before. Everybody's been very kind on this channel. And I'm in turn kind to you guys. So it didn't get to me, but it didn't get to me. But I was like, really? I mean, it was like one of those really points. So this person put, This is probably the worst YouTube video I've ever seen. It's always good when special needs kids get to express themselves. So, my response to that was, we all have special needs. I appreciate your view. That's the truth. That's the truth, my friend. Listen, so you're going to call me a special needs child. Every child has special needs. You have special needs. I'm sure there's something different about you that you need. There's something that, like, you might be looking for love. You might be looking for some compassion. You might be looking for, there is some kind of special need going on. Listen, your car might have broke down. You need new tires, or you need there's a special need. We all have special needs. We're all special people. Therefore, we have special needs. And then to go on with it, we got this other guy that hops on board, and he's like, overdone on the Mr. Rogers crap. Get to the DVDs. Well, I'm sorry. Maybe you don't understand that if you watch it on TV, your remote control can fast forward. So you don't have to listen to me rant for whatever amount of time. But if you did, thank you. Thank you for sitting there for the amount of time watching it. That helps my algorithm for you to watch all the stuff that I say. But if you didn't want to, and you wanted to go past all of that and just get right to what I purchased, you could kind of just scroll right through. You could have just went right through, but not, you sat there for the long haul, so thank you. Bottom line is, my friends, listen, I've gotten nothing but positive reinforcement from people about my channel, okay? They enjoy my content. I got YouTubers that I have been fans of for years who have reached out to me and contacted me. That means the absolute world to me. Can you imagine? It's like I know YouTube is like real people all together, but you know what? Johnny Depp's a real person. You know what I'm talking about? Christopher Lloyd is a real person, and Michael J. Fox. I'm bringing up them because recently I just watched Back to the Future. But Peter Weller, he's a regular person, just like you and me. We all have special needs. Okay, everybody has a special need. Okay, so I don't understand that guy's. I think he was trying to knock people that have disabilities. Like I say, like I have a disability. I'm pretty sure that's what he was going on with. But you know what? We all have disabilities. We all have things we can't do. Last time I checked, I can't fly off the top of my house. Okay, that would be a disability. Okay, I am disabled from jumping from my house to another house or whatever. You know what I mean? Listen, maybe I'm going a little bit too far off on this thing, but I'm just telling you that we all have special needs. We're all looking for something. And what I'm looking for right now is to help you guys out. And what I'm really looking for right now is for you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you later.